So at the current moment, I am incredibly out of touch of what's going on in the world, and especially with the vulnerable communities that I always have the links to help them listed down below. I've just been out of commission for quite a while, so please check out those links. I will be checking them out as well. Anything we can do to help those communities, especially this time of year where the idea is helping out, goodwill towards men, that kind of deal, now would be a very good time more than ever, I guess, to be checking out those links down in the description and doing whatever you can. Hello Friendsies, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I sat here and said that and had my face done up and actually dressed in like a cute little outfit. I'm really happy with my outfit today. I feel very cute. Okay, I have been sick for the past 2 weeks, and if you're curious about the timeline, because I know I like film videos in advance and things like that, the first 2 weeks of December, I'm filming this on the 18th. I have been completely out of commission. I have been sick from one thing, and as soon as I healed from that, I got a stomach flu. Stay safe out there, wear your mask, use hand sanitizer, because it might not be the panini disease, but it could be something else. It could be a very bad flu, it could be the cold. Stay safe, keep yourself safe as much as you can. As much as possible, keep yourself safe. Because like I said, I was sick from one thing. It was a separate situation. I was on antibiotics, and as soon as I got off my antibiotics, I got a stomach flu and was completely out of commission. So this was technically supposed to be the week I have off. I've been taking the week off of Christmas every year for the past, I believe, 3 years, because Christmas is the holiday that I celebrate with my family. So to have the week like available to me is always really nice. But I had last week off because unfortunately I was bedridden. So welcome to this week's video. This will not be like a common thing. This will be the week every year that I will have off in the future, unless something like this happens again. But yeah, welcome to this week's video. Let's get into it. The title of this video, and the whole idea of this video was going to be showing you a lot of board games that I have that might be like fun to play with your family. This time of year, there's a lot of other holidays, not just Christmas. There's a lot of other holidays, and personally, I celebrate most of my holidays with my family, my close friends. So there's a lot of like, I feel like a lot of board games are meant to like get your family and friends together. I know some card games that I'm not very good at, but board games I'm good at because they have pretty clear instructions. And I'm not going to talk about the obvious ones. I'm looking over at the rest of my collection. Like Pictionary, I feel like one everybody knows. I have Clue, which I've spoken about before. Clue is a very good game. I have the game of Life, which I adore, but nobody ever wants to play with me. I don't own Monopoly because I refuse to own Monopoly. Monopoly sucks and is very confusing. But I'm going to show you some of the other board games I have that I like to play. Some of these I haven't played before, but I love them. They're part of my collection. I want to play them with people. I just haven't had a chance. It's just my mom and I, and some games are like not really meant to be just 2 players. So I have all these games set up for when I'm able to have more than just my mom and I in the house. So let's get into it. I'm talking so much. I'm sorry. I'm talking so much because I miss you guys. I miss doing this, genuinely. My last couple videos, like, I still enjoyed, but I miss this. Let's get into it. It's so dusty, but if I wipe off the dust, I'm gonna have another sneezing fit. This is not a board game. This is a card game, but this game is called Red Flags, the Game of Terrible Dates. I have played this game exactly once, and it is one of my favorite games ever. I have a couple other card games. I've talked about Gloom before, and like I said, I know a couple other card games. Weirdly drinking games, even though I don't drink. But Red Flags is hilarious because the idea of the game is that you get 2 white cards, right? And they're like pros. And because there's an example on the back. So the 2 of the white cards would say, owns an island in the Bahamas and loves to cuddle. And it's like, ooh, like, I would date that person. Like, the idea is you're trying to set your friends up with a date. And it's like apples to apples, where the person, whoever picks, like, which card they like the most, that person gets a point. But then you would have a red flag, and it's the con. And it's, so, you know, I'm trying to set you up on a date, right? Owns an island in the Bahamas, loves to cuddle, and you're like, ooh, like, okay, I want to date this person. But the con is that they're constantly plotting to kill you. His name's Jared. Do you want to meet him? Sorry to any Jareds out there, but so that's the idea of Red Flags, and I love that game. I played with my mom and my friend Nicole one time, and my mom... Does anybody else's moms have, like, mom crushes? Because I feel like if your mom doesn't have, like, a mom crush, is she really momming hard enough? But my mom's mom crush, oh, that's, like, a lot of words. Her mom crush is Jason Momoa. And the three of us played Red Flags one time, and just the cards, I think it was Nicole that had it. The cards that Nicole had that she set up when it was mom's turn to pick was literally Jason Momoa. I think his red flag was that he was like, is obsessed with the gym or something like that. And it was literally Jason Momoa, and mom was like, I'm picking that one, obviously. Oh, that was the round where my cards sounded a lot like my dad and Nicole's cards were like exactly Jason Momoa, and she picked Jason Momoa. So yeah, I love Red Flags. That's a really fun game. And also, I don't know if I said this, a lot of these games are not like... Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say a lot of these games I don't think are like super child friendly. Like Red Flags, I don't think it is, because I don't know if little kids would like really get that. But I don't know how little it would. But I don't know. What do 10-year-olds know these years? Like this, nowadays is what I'm trying to say. Because I think all of my nieces and nephews are like slightly older than 10 and slightly younger than 10. And I feel like 10 might be a good cutoff age. I don't know. Anyway, next game. So the next game I have is Stupid Deaths, the frightfully funny game. I've talked about this. I've made a whole video about this. I will put the card up over here. I won't go into like super detail about it, but it's a good game. I have also played this exactly once. You'll die laughing. What does it say? Ages 12 and up. Okay, so 12 and up. That's not too bad. I don't know. I liked this game a lot. Like I said, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I'm not happy with my hair right now. This is a good game. Stupid Deaths. Go get it. So the next game I have is Cat Crimes. Who's to Blame Logic Game. 40 crimes to solve, beginner to expert, ages 8 and up. Okay, so this one's kind of meant for kids. What do you do? Tangle yarn and a missing bird. Which of the 6 furry friends was responsible for each cat crime? With little problem solving, you'll be able to use paw prints, toy placement, and other clues to figure out exactly where each cat is sitting the time of the crime. That sounds amazing. I don't remember if this was bought. No, this was one of the games that my mom brought home from the library as a donation. This looks adorable, and this is a very fitting game for the two of us to own, because our cats, as much as we love them, and they're spoiled rotten, and they're absolute little princess, baby, angel, prince man, they're both little shits. I'm sure you know. If anybody owns cats, you know that cats are absolute bastards. As much as we love and adore them, they are little bastard animals. Yeah, so this looks like a really fun game. Do any of these look like my kitties? This one over here is Simba. Like he's a tabby with little stripies, but he is not that small. He's about as big as this cat. And Nugget is that size, but she doesn't look like that. I don't know. This looks really cute. This is like a kid game, so like a family game. This would be fun. I'm gonna do a video about board games that the whole family can play, but mostly they're just goofy and fun. That's this video. Oh, here we go. We have a 10 and up game. So this is Parks. I think I bought this last year or got it for Christmas last year. Keymaster Games. Look how stunning this is. This is a gorgeous game. You know what? Games like this, I feel like I wouldn't usually buy. But games like this are heavily inspired by the fact of, oh my god, what's his name? Oh, why can't I remember the name off the top of my head? He's the really cool guy who does a lot of voice acting. He's done like a lot of meme character, like video game character videos. I'm going to put his picture up because I cannot remember the name off the top of my head. He is awesome. And he's made a couple videos and talked about different board games. And Kick the PJ has talked about board games. And I think there's a Kick the PJ video like doing like what board games he owns. But this looks awesome. Hike trails and visit national parks. Park celebrates national parks around the U.S. with art from 59 Parks print series. Players take on the role of 2 hikers as they trek across a new trail each season to see sights and visit parks. Each journey is unique with gear, canteens, and photos earned along the way. Welcome to Parks. Oh, and that looks so cool. It's like, look at the background and look at the background. Look at the back of this and look at all the art there is. So this is like, games like this are heavily inspired by like those two content creators, because this, on the surface and just reading the back of it, while this is still interesting to me, it doesn't feel like something I would reach for without that like influence from the internet. Because other games, like, I have the Game of Life, I have Clue, I have Pictionary, and I feel like those are more, like, well-known and, like, traditionally more, I guess, like, high energy and more, like group-oriented. Does that make any sense? And I feel like this is, like, a very... It says 1 to 5 players, 40 to 70 minutes. I feel like this is going to be, like, fairly calm and just, like, a nice experience and less of, like, a crazy game night kind of game, in the sense of like a video game versus like how certain video games that come out are more of like a storytelling experience that you like are put in the shoes of the character. Am I making sense? Because that's what I'm getting from this, and I actually am really excited to play this. I'm gonna see if my mom wants to play it on Christmas. Now, I gotta do it to you because it's a classic and this game slaps, and the sound of slapping the things down always scratches a brain itch. It's Guess Who. This is such a fun game. It's a 2-player, it's 6+. This is a childhood game. I'm sure all of us know it. Oh, the box is different in the back. Instead of it being like this, I have to fix that. We love Guess Who. Guess Who is a good time, and I think this is some of the older artwork as well. So this is definitely not my original Guess Who from when I was a child, but I think it is similar artwork to the one that I had. And honestly, it might even be a newer style of artwork compared to like the original Guess Who when it came out. Won't go into too much more detail about this. I think we all know Guess Who. If you don't, I'm sorry. But yeah, fun game. And this is a 2-player, so this is one my mom and I can play easily. Okay, this one is really cool. I didn't know anything about this game. Apparently this is a game from like my mom's childhood, and I don't remember if she said like 70s, 80s, and I didn't fact check before I like got the video ready. But it says ages 7 to 12. Okay, so I was wrong because I was like, oh, 10 years old I think is the cutoff for a lot of these games, but then all of them have been younger than 10. Ages 7 to 12, object, be the first to get your Monster Squad back home. Monster Squad from the popular television show. Look how fucking cool this is! All the pieces are not in this. This was a donation from the library, and my mom freaked out and brought it home. But, like, look at this. This is so cool, because not only is it, like, yeah, it's like a vintage game. I was gonna say vintage, but then I felt bad, but no, it is. Not only is this, like, a vintage game, but it's exactly my aesthetic. Fucking look at this. Is that the Mystery Machine? No, it's just a van with monsters outside of it. So, basically the Mystery Machine. But look how cool this is. Oh, I hope the glare's not too bad. Hold on, I'm trying to look in the reflection of the camera. Okay, look how cool this is! For 2 to 4 players... I'm dropping everything. What does it say? Walt, a really smart teenager, works in a wax museum. A few months ago, he built his own crime computer and found when he plugged it in, the escalating vibrations caused a very unique thing to happen. It brought 3 legendary monsters to life. Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman. These monsters, under the direction of Walt, discovered that they had a second chance to use their talents in a new way. To fight crime. Was this a real show? Oh my god, I want to watch this. This was the beginning of the Monster Squad. Avoiding many traps set for them, they somehow managed to bring the villains to justice. Oh my god, wait, this sounds so good. Was this a real... This was a real show. Oh my god, I'm asking if this is a real show. Yeah, there's not, like, a lot of pieces in here. And I don't know if you can see this, but this is, like, the kind of pieces you would have. That's actually kind of crazy. This was a real show. I desperately want to watch this. Anybody know where I can watch fucking Monster Squad? Because now I really want to watch Monster Squad. That sounds awesome. So, like, Mystery Incorporated, but it's the monster solving the crimes. I was obsessed with Scooby-Doo as a kid. I feel like I should make a video about that because I feel like that's a universal experience. I might make a video about the Scooby-Doo obsession because I feel like I feel like there's something there. Anyway, this sounds incredible. I'm definitely gonna make mom play this with me now. She brought it home and I was like, oh my god, that's incredible, and I just put it away. But now that I'm really looking at it, I really want to play with her. And last but certainly not least, I think is my absolute favorite game. This is a game that I was obsessed with as a little girl. And this is the exact box art style and everything. It's like the vintage art style. I don't know what happened to my original one. I don't know if I gave it away. I don't know if it got lost in a move because we moved a lot when I was little. But this is one of my favorite board games of all time, and probably just one of my favorite games of all time. It's Pretty Pretty Princess. I have a picture of me actually using all of the things in this, but it's with me and a Minnie Mouse doll. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. But it's me and a Minnie Mouse doll, and I'm like holding the Minnie Mouse, and we're both wearing all the jewelry. Anyway, become a princess in this jewelry dress-up game, the classic 1990s game. I know I was born in the late 90s, but like this was the shit. And then what does it say the ages are? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. It says 5+, family age 5+, and it's 15 to 25 minutes, 2 to 4 players. This is a game that I played with Mom and Nicole as well, the night we played Red Flags. This game fucking slaps. So if you don't know, you get a little spinner, and you flick it, and you spin it, and you land on different jewelry pieces, and you get to wear the fucking jewelry and be the pretty princess. Like, hold on. Look at this. It's like a necklace, a ring, and like 2 little clip-on earrings. And then whoever spins and gets the crown is the pretty princess. We played this on my birthday last year, actually, and it was really funny. Was it last year? Why does it feel like it was actually forever ago and not last year? It might have been forever ago. I really don't remember. But we played this on my birthday one year, me, Mom, and Nicole, and I won first, which was funny because we played a couple rounds of this because it is actually very fun once you get into it. Like, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, okay, that's like a really fucking baby game. It is actually super fun when you get into it. And we played a couple rounds, and I think I won like 2 of the 4 rounds that we played, and then like Mom won once, Nicole won once. And the first time I won, I was like, oh, where's the crown? And like put it on, and Nicole just goes, now you're the pretty princess. And it was the cutest thing ever. So yeah, guys, those were all the board games that I have. Not all the board games that I have. Like I said, I have a lot more. I have 10 more if you count Gloom, which is technically a card game, but whatever. But yeah, these were some of the board games that I have that I wanted to show off. I know I've done video talking about Clue and Gloom before, and I know I did a completely separate video for Stupid Debts, but I still wanted to talk about some of these because I think they're really fun. And like I said, I think this time of year is like a good board game kind of year, because while like a lot of people get like video games for Christmas and everything, leading up to Christmas, I feel like it's a lot of like family gatherings and like a lot of like super cold outside, so there's not a lot you can do outside. So it's the idea of like being able to put that out, and instead of having to have like uncomfortable dinner conversations, you can pull out a board game, you can pull out Parks and be like, let's play this instead of talking about politics and the vaccines and all that stuff. Because while those things are very important to talk about, sometimes you have to kind of make your own bubble of peace, especially when you're at racist grandma's house and your uncle's a Republican and your aunt is like just a very uncomfortable woman. I don't know why I'm getting so incredibly specific. Thankfully, that's not my family. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna cut myself off. I'm just really excited to be like here and talking because I miss you guys so much. There will be a video next week for sure. Yes, there will be a video next week because I'm kind of confused because this was supposed to be my week off. It's not my week off. Anyway, I'm really happy to be back sitting here filming these kind of videos. I missed this so much. So yeah, please leave a like if you enjoyed and you're happy that I'm back from being sick. And for anybody that doesn't have me on any of my social medias, I think I said it on Instagram and I said it on Twitter, that there was no video last week. I apologize if you don't follow me there. I do not have the capability of like posting announcements here on YouTube. I think I need to have like a certain amount of followers. So if you want to subscribe, so we can get that. So if we are going to miss a video, I can announce it. I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, I apologize if you didn't know that I wasn't going to post a video next week or last week and why I didn't post a video last week. But now you know. There will be a video next week, and I'm excited to roll into the new year with you guys because I have some plans for the new year. I did talk about them a couple times, and then nothing came of it, but I am really looking forward to the next year. And actually, the first video of next year, which I already have planned to write, it's written down. I plan on filming it at some point. Is kind of going into that more. So yeah, leave a like if you're happy that I'm back, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! I really like my outfit today. I'm really happy with it. I haven't worn this crop top in fucking forever, and there's a giant, oh no, it's gone now. I was gonna say there's a giant water spot because right before I filmed the video, I spilled water like right here on my tits.